Donald Trump is the most intellectually and serious president the United States has ever had. And that's not rhetoric. It's observable fact. He showed it again today while speaking to pharmaceutical executives. Trump struggled to speak clearly, failed to grasp basic numbers, stumbled to prepared remarks, and couldn't sustain a coherent thought. What should have been a policy appearance instead unraveled on a hot mic as confusion slid into agitation. As usual, he opened with self-praise, resurrecting his so-called Trump gold card and boasting about its success without offering a single credible detail. New figures may be floated, but they remain implausible and unsupported. This is the pattern. Grandiosity first, confusion next, reality ignored entirely. It wasn't an off moment. It was another reminder that he cannot clearly explain, calculate, or articulate his own ideas in real time.
For announcing two things, this is the gold card, as you know. The Secretary of Commerce and myself and some others have been working on it for quite a while. And Howard, how much have we sold in a few days?
$1.3 billion worth in a matter of a couple of days.
That's essentially it's the green card on steroids. And it's a pathway. And it's been an amazing thing. And as you know, millions of people pour into our country from the border. And not anymore, they don't know, nobody comes in actually anymore.
Howard Lutnick is the same figure defending Donald Trump by claiming prices are down 500% using backward nonsensical math to make fake numbers sound plausible that alone makes him difficult to take seriously on economics. But Lutnick has said one thing worth believing. He described Jeffrey Epstein, Trump's longtime associate, as the greatest blackmailer in history, someone who stockpiled photos and videotapes, material that still hasn't been released due to decisions tied to Tom Blanche, Pam Bondi, and ultimately Trump himself. That wasn't what Trump wanted to discuss. Instead, he returned to the same dubious figures, now inflating them even further, suddenly claiming 800% decreases. Drag one dekhein same playbook, dodge the substance, exaggerate the numbers, and hope repetition substitutes for truth.
Quarter of one, think of that. I was proud of it because it hadn't happened in 28 where drug prices went down. Well, now you're going to see numbers that nobody would believe possible. Think of that. 500, 600, 700, 800%. Today we're built.
Donald Trump is the dumbest president we've ever had, and the 800% decrease claim proves it. That number is meaningless. An 800% decrease is mathematically impossible. If it existed, people would be paid to take the drugs. Even Fox News mocked him for saying it, which raises the obvious question. If Howard Lutnick understand this, and he clearly does, why doesn't he stop Trump from repeating it? There are only three explanations. They're afraid of Trump. They know he can't grasp basic math, or they've tried to explain it, and it isn't getting through. None reflect well on Trump, and it wasn't a one-off. Once the fake drug price math collapsed, Trump pivoted straight into fake jobs numbers. Same pattern, same outcome, fabricated figures, no sense of scale, and inner circle either unable or unwilling to intervene. That's not a messaging problem. It's a competence problem.
I could reduce unemployment to 2%, 1%, or practically zero by just hiring people into the federal government, even though those jobs are not necessary, which is what we had before. We had millions and millions of people having jobs that they never even showed up. So I wish that the media would report that the 4.5% is an amazing number. And again, if they don't report it, I guess maybe I'll just let some people go into the federal workforce. It'll look really wonderful. And what we're doing is the only way you can do it to make a country great. You can't have the government jobs, you have to have the private sector jobs.
Donald Trump appeared almost pleased that unemployment numbers were worse than expected and job growth remained negative, framing it as a success while boasting about firing federal workers, many of them veterans. He then claimed he could fix jobs instantly if he wanted to, insisting he could create unlimited employment before dismissing those same jobs moments later. It was a rambling, incoherent explanation with no policy and no clarity. The appearance unraveled completely when Trump struggled just to read the names of CEOs in the room. What was meant to be an economic briefing instead became another display of confusion, indifference toward workers, and an inability to communicate basic ideas.
Novartis CEO Vas Narasimhan. Thank you very much, Vas. Great job. Genentech CEO Ashley Megaragri. Where are you, Ashley? How are you? Hi. Thank you very much. Great companies. Behringer Inc. President John Michael Bohr.
Nothing will ever top the infamous acetaminophen moment, but this came close. Whenever Donald Trump is forced to talk about medicine, coherence disappears. Words falter, concepts blur, and the point is lost. In this appearance, Trump needed prompting from his handlers while describing what is essentially a rebranded version of Obamacare focused on prescription drugs. He struggled to explain it, seemed unsure. It even bore his name and asked for clarification in real time. Whatever this plan is, it won't make health care more accessible. What it does have is Trump's name attached to it, despite the fact that he clearly doesn't understand how it works. That gap says everything.
Lowest price paid anywhere in the world. And they will list their most popular drugs on TrumpRx.gov. TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name it that. Somebody named it that. And I guess they assumed that was, did you name it, Oz? Or Bobby name it?
We all named it together.
Okay, well, I'm honored to have the name. And so far that's turned out because the numbers are so incredible. It's an honor. And you're going to get massive...
Donald Trump once again pretended to be surprised that his name was slapped onto government institutions, performing faux humility over branding decisions his own administration made to flatter him. That same impulse appeared in the renaming of the U.S. Institute of Peace after Trump reportedly pushed from within Marco Rubio's orbit, turning public institutions into personal trophies. This came as Trump bragged about firing federal workers, including veterans, and gutting agencies like Social Security and the VA, delaying benefits and medical deliveries. The damage didn't matter. His name did. Then came the hot mic moment. In a room meant to address soaring drug prices, Trump fixated on how rich the CEO.
That's coming from $750, think of that, $750. And that's the number one blood thinner. I don't want to know about that. I take an aspirin. To less than $16, think of that.
What stands out is how long mainstream media avoided serious scrutiny of Donald Trump's health. For months, the issue was raised mostly by independent voices. People like Brian, Tyler, Cohen, and outlets such as Midas Ouch Network, while major networks largely looked the other way. That silence is starting to crack. Recently, Ben Maisilas hosted a medical expert who outlined concerns about omissions, inconsistencies, and possible efforts to downplay Trump's broader health issues. This isn't gossip or partisan drama.
So number one, advanced imaging, you do not get out of nowhere just an MRI of your torso, your chest, and your abdomen, and present those results from the White House physician and act as though that's a normal screening tool. There are some that believe that a full body MRI in this day and age, if you can afford it, is appropriate to do. Reasonable people can disagree. If that's what actually he did, then present the results of the full body MRI. But there's no reason whatsoever, especially if they're saying he's the chief executive of the United States, just to limit it to the MRI of the chest and the abdomen. Nonsensical. Number two, at the Montreal cognitive assessment, this tool to assess whether or not you have early signs of dementia through understanding whether or not you can recall 4 words, very basic type of test.
Why do they think they can lie their way out of this? It's hard to understand, but one thing is clear. They won't be able to lie their way past sustained scrutiny. We're going to keep covering the visible deterioration of Donald Trump's health because this isn't noise or speculation. It's happening in plain sight. Avoidance won't make it disappear, and repetition won't make it true. This conversation isn't going away, and neither is the responsibility to keep pressing for transparency and accountability.